How do I end up in this situation? Oh no. Oh no. Remember how I said this wouldn't be too difficult? Spoke too soon. What's up and welcome back to another Up to Summit video. Today the weather is absolutely gorgeous, just a perfect winter's day. About 8 degrees, so probably around the average for this time of year. But later it's forecast to get down into the minuses where I'm camping, either -2 or -3, with a wind chill of about -8 to -10. So it is going to be a bit chilly, but I've got all the gear on me that I should need to survive the night, hopefully. And if you haven't already guessed where I am by looking at this is Pen-y-Ghent, the smallest of the Yorkshire Three Peaks. So I've got about just under 2 hours till sunset, and that's when the temperatures are going to drop. So try to get up there. I'm going to pitch somewhere either on Pen-y-Ghent or there's a little hill behind it. I think it's called Plover Hill, so I might camp on that. We'll just see what time we get up there and what looks good. I am a bit surprised though, there's still tiny snow patches. I put the micro spikes in just in case it is really icy tomorrow. Tell you what, the mud on the floor here is just so slippy, it's like ice almost. Look at that, just slipping with every footstep. I nearly didn't come out today because of one issue, and I'm pretty sure this is like a universal issue, and it's definitely amplified when you're coming by yourself, but it's just the fact of getting out of the door. I was like, can I be bothered going camping, packing all my stuff up? And when you're by yourself, it's even easier to talk yourself out of it. But as soon as you get here, when the weather's like this, why would you not want to do this? It's just that initial getting out there. It can be so difficult sometimes. I think this time of year it's especially important when you get days like this, get out there, whether it's for a hike, a camp. If you have the free time, make sure you get out there. This is what we're made for, to be out exploring, soaking in the sun. Right now there's a little bit of a breeze, but overnight, kind of into the morning, it's going to be pretty windy. It's going to be gusts of up to 30 miles an hour. So this time I am not messing about with my tent. I'm making sure it's in perfect. Hopefully it'll be a bit less rocky than Helvellyn on the top, but I'm not messing about with it flapping about. Even if it takes me 2 hours and I have to go into the dark to put it up, I'm putting it up correctly this time. One, just to prove I can do it, and two, so I don't have that horrible flapping noise that I had last time. That's all we've got to go already. I've probably only been going just over half an hour. Like I said, it's the smallest of the Yorkshire Three Peaks. It's just under 700 metres. I think it's about 694 if I'm remembering correctly, which is still a reasonable height to be fair. And it definitely is a really nice little mountain. Our first little patch of snow. Might as well use it to clean my boots a bit because they're so dirty. I think sometimes when you're at home, you forget just how peaceful it is out here. I've been going for walks around my local area, and it's kind of rural, like there's the woods, the moorlands and stuff, and I've been going every day, and I've been like, yeah, it's nice, but you get out here, it's just a different level of peace. Especially at this time, it's a Thursday at like 3:30, there's not many people on the fells, and you literally just have it all to yourself, and it's just unbelievably peaceful. I'm nearly up to the final climb. From this angle it looks pretty daunting, but you do kind of loop around the right hand side of it. Going up the front of that would be a little bit too difficult. I think that's why I really like this mountain, and it is probably one of my favourites in the Yorkshire Dales. It's just the unique profile of it on the top, the way it's all craggy, and it's a pretty steep climb at the very end. Compared to Whernside, Ingleborough, this one's just a little bit more special, I think. And there we have it. First bit of climbing done. Just got to go over the final bit here, which is definitely one of my favourite bits of this walk. The only other part of this walk which contends for the top spot is what I'll be doing tomorrow, and that's Hull Pot. That's really impressive, but this path up here is just really, really good. We are also briefly joining on to the Pen-y-Ghent Way. Maybe I'll do that someday, but it's a trek and a half in it, so I'd have to get pretty far ahead of my videos. But for now, I think this will tick the box just fine. There's a rabbit just there. He's hopped his way all the way up here. See if we can get a bit closer without him running away. Honestly, I didn't think you would get rabbits this far up. He's literally climbing up the wall. There he is. And there he goes. See if we can get a quick look over the wall at him, or if he's just run away. Imagine he's jumped him off. Oh, there he is. Amazing, isn't it? He knows what it's all about. Getting up here, watching a sunset. Me and him are just alike. Lovely, isn't it? Got Ingleborough just over there. Still got a bit of time before the sun goes down, so I might end up pushing on to Plover Hill to camp. Definitely a steep going up here, pretty tiring, but it is such a good part of the walk. As you climb up here, and you've just got this steep grass hill to the side of you. Really, really nice. Really good bit coming up here. Honestly, it's so difficult to set up a shot of me climbing up here by myself. Definitely missing my trusty cameraman Adam. Everyone comment down below telling him he needs to get a winter sleeping bag so he can come out with me when it's cold. Anyway, hopefully the shot looks alright. I can't really tell in the small screen. Sounds so weird just hearing the bird flapping. Another rabbit just running up there as well. Must be a hot spot for him. Hopefully I don't end up putting one in my tent tonight. There's another one I can see all the way up there, a rabbit. I can see two up there actually. Loads of them up here. I didn't see any the last two times I've come up here, but I've seen 4 today. I feel like when I'm walking up mountains, when I'm camping, or even just when I'm walking up mountains in general, I'm definitely guilty of just working my way up, not having any breaks and just focusing on getting to the top. And I think sometimes it's just nice to just take a break, even if you don't need it because you're tired. It's just nice to take a break, take it all in, and just enjoy the peace. Definitely starting to tire a bit. I've literally just got up there, and then that's pretty much all the climbing done. There is a bit of an easier way. Instead of coming straight up that, you can come around there, but I did that last time. It's just a bit more enjoyable. Just put my hand in mud. Lovely. And there you go, that's pretty much all climbing done. It is really enjoyable coming up there. Like I said, definitely my favourite part of the walk, followed fairly closely by Hull Pot that I'll see tomorrow. Some guy's just randomly appeared, I don't know where he's come from. There we go, highest point of the walk, Pen-y-Ghent. Made it in good time. Now just to find somewhere to camp. There we go, Pen-y-Ghent completed. Lovely views, really, really nice. What a lovely evening. And a lovely day it's been, but I think I might head over to Plover Hill. 1.5 miles, a bit further than I thought, but it might be that over there. I'm hoping I don't regret this decision to camp over here, just because it's a bit boggy on here, so I'm hoping it's not too bad over there. Look at that, just beautiful, isn't it? but I've not got too much time to get all the way up there, which is, like I said, 1.5 miles, so best get a move on. But I kind of had to do this because I mentioned in one of my other videos I'm trying to do 10,000 steps every single day without fail. I'm on about 9,000, so push over here, we'll be up to 11, 12, 13,000 easily. I just love this time of day, so nice. Just got the sun shining on the hills. It's when they look the best, I think. You can tell why the sun don't get to, can't you? Pretty frosty on the floor here, and there's big patches of snow still. Honestly, the way the light's just kind of shining from behind the hill there, just beautiful. I don't know what it is, but every time I'll say, right, I'm going to camp up Pen-y-Ghent, or I'm going to camp on Helvellyn, and I get there and for whatever reason I just end up walking somewhere to a peak that's just a tiny bit below it. I think one thing though is at this time of year you're going to be in your tent for so long anyway. The sun's going to set around 5 o'clock and it don't come back up till just before 8. That's a lot of hours to be sat in your tent, so I don't want to be adding extra hours. I think it's best to keep moving while ever the sun's up. Put your tent up just as it's getting dark, and then you've got the least amount of time in your tent really. It's definitely boggy. I'm hoping I don't get that thing where it all splashes up the side of your pants. I mean, I should just get some gaiters really for situations like this. I feel like you always need them in the Yorkshire Dales. Another thing with Yorkshire Dales, or just Yorkshire in general, because you definitely have a lot over in the North York Moors, the bloody grouse. I was just walking along here, it's been so quiet, I'm really relaxed, and all of a sudden I said the noise of a grouse and it just starts flying right next to me. Absolutely pooed myself. You've got people in these other countries and they're scared of bears, venomous snakes, spiders, scorpions, animals that can seriously injure you or hurt you. I'm just scared of a little grouse flying away, making a little noise as it goes. Well, it'd be rude not to take a little detour to walk through this. That is rock hard. I thought I was going to sink through it, but fairly thick, and it's just rock hard. This is now turned into a bit of a race against the sunset. I kind of underestimated how far 1.1 miles is. I've still got to get up on that hill, and it wouldn't really be walking in Yorkshire Dales if I didn't have to jump across a lot of these bogs, would it? Oh, there we go. Nice and easy. This is like some sort of assault course. Look at this. It's just like a wooden plank, and that's like the easiest way across. This could be icy as well, could this plank? Oh wow. How do I end up in this situation? Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh, that were a close one. I don't know how deep that was. It might not have been that deep, but even still, literally like an obstacle course up here. I'm hoping the terrain up on the summit of here is a bit better, because coming along here, so boggy. The sun is going to be gone soon. Pen-y-Ghent's all the way up there, so I can't be far off the top of here. Oh, it's just so boggy. Come on, give me a break. Definitely starting to tire a little bit, but I've got to push on because I want to get up and pitch while still in light. You're joking, that guy that were up behind me is over there. But we're both going to be pitched up here, which is a nightmare, but even more of a reason to get up there first, isn't it? That is just the perfect evening, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nearly up there. So I need to get up there, find the best pitch spot before this guy behind me gets up there and steals it. Bit of competition. But like, what is this? Like, come on. Oh, I'm just going through this. At this point I don't care. Oh, it's not too bad. This bit though doesn't look good. Oh. Oh. Lovely orange sun. Absolutely beautiful. Right, let's see if we can get to the top before it goes fully down. We're nearly at the top. Should I check the map? Wow, that is a good sunset. Beautiful. So I think I'm going to go here. It's just like a little section which doesn't look too bad. I'm just trying to decide whether to go on this clumpier stuff, because this stuff feels a bit frozen, and if I sleep on it and it unfreezes, then it could be pretty boggy. Also, I just spoke to the guy that were up here with me, and he said that the cairn is actually over a wall and there's no way over the wall anymore. So if I want to do that, I'm gonna have to climb the wall tomorrow, so we'll see. That could be pretty interesting. Some really nice clouds over there. I'm gonna pitch here as well because it's gonna be a bit windy at morning, and there's a bit of a breeze now, and at the moment it's coming from this way, so this wall, when I'm down, should protect me a bit from that, keep the chill off me a bit. Look at that, beautiful, isn't it? You can see that this far in the tent, it's looking perfect, apart from the fact the outer's not on, and that's the problem. It's always the outer that I get wrong. I can probably see a bit easy now. I've whacked the brightness up a bit, but yeah, the pegs are not going in easy. I'm not sure if it's rocky or just really frozen underground, but I'm gonna have to give a fair old bang to get them in. There you go. You probably can't see it, but I've got it upright for once, thank God. I said that I would. What a lovely night. The sky's been orange for so long now, but it looks all right, doesn't it, for once. I'll show you again in morning, hopefully. For now, I need to get all my stuff set up inside. My hands are freezing, so I'm looking forward to trying out one of these hand warmers. I'll let you know what they're like. So I'm just using my usual setup, the OEX Leviathan EV900. Still doing me well. Hopefully it'll keep me warm tonight. We're going to be going into the minuses, -2, -3, something like that. Also, I've got the Thermarest Neo Air X-Firm NXT. You can't go wrong with this. Got the regular wide just to give me that bit more room so I'm not rolling off the edge of it. Just paired that with this little foil sheet. That was just dirt cheap, and I just lay that out as soon as I get my tent. Just give it a nice bit of heat, and it's just an extra bit of insulation just in case something went wrong with the sleeping pad, like it popped. It's probably nearly 6 o'clock already, and it's still very, very orange in the sky. Absolutely beautiful. You know, it's going to be a chilly one when you've only had the tent up about an hour, and already a little bits of ice starting to form. Definitely does feel a bit chilly as well. I'm in my sleeping bag, got my down jacket on. I haven't cracked my hand warmers yet. I'm saving that till after my tea. I'm glad I decided to camp this side of this wall because I can hear the wind howling over there. Like, it definitely is probably 20-30 mile an hour wind over there, but here I've just got like a little tiny breeze coming through, so it's not so bad. So I'm just heating up my water right now. So today I've got 2 Scotch eggs, not sure when I'm going to have them. I've got some cheddar cheese mash, lovely. I'm going to combine that with some sweet chilli chicken. As if that ain't enough sweet chilli, we're going to have the sweet chilli and garlic sauce with it as well. And then we're going to finish it off with some sweet corn. Bit of an interesting meal, but I'm sure it'll be lovely. I'm pretty sure that is done. Let's turn that off for now. Honestly, packet mash. You need a lot of water for it. It's like nearly half a litre of water, but oh yeah, it's so good. Then mix around. Right, we'll carry on that in a second. Next up, sweet corn, maybe. Or do I just save that? I'll save it. We'll get the chicken in the pan. Nice. You know, when you just pull it and like a tiny bit comes off. Try the other side. Same thing's just happened again. Jesus Christ. Go on, third time lucky. Not right, no, same thing again. And I've got one more corner left. You have to be joking me. How's that happened 4 times? Just got to stick my finger through it. But my finger don't want to go through it. Fork will do the trick. There we go. That's what I thought. Nothing gets in between me and my food. Right, let's give this a little taste test. Pretty nice. Slap it all in the pan. I'm gonna need something to open the sauce with that. Come on. And I've managed to forget something like always. That little multi-tool that I used last time to open this with, I managed to forget it. I thought I'd left it in here. Unless I'm being stupid and it's at the bottom. Oh wait. I'm an idiot. I couldn't feel it because I was feeling around with this glove. Sweet chilli and garlic. It's going to be a sweet chilli festival, isn't it? Make sure I'm not going through my own finger. Try not to get this everywhere. Oh, must take my gloves off. Oh no, it's got chilli sauce all over it. Oh no. Jesus Christ. I feel like it's part of coming camping. You have to make some food, make a big mess. Yeah, it's not too bad. Can I manage to get a bit more into it? No, apparently not. There we go. Oh, that's not tilt it too much, otherwise it'll be all over the place. I don't know why I've cut it this way. I should have cut the other way instead of cutting the whole way across the packet. What am I doing? Come on. Yeah. Right. Let's get this in. Look at that. Oh, trying to spill too much of it. My hands feel absolutely horrible. So sticky. It is just, it's not nice when you can't go wash your hands when you've got something like this on your hands. Like, look at that. Oh, I'm just making it worse, but don't want to leave any in there. Oh my God. Look at that. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's nice at least. I'm just going to use the icy grass to wash my hands. Oh, it's bloody cold. Good enough. Just like a tap, innit it? Honestly, I need a better setup when it comes to recording this sort of stuff because it's so tricky. My tripod's like literally like that big, so it doesn't really work for this kind of stuff. So I need to come up with a better strategy and a better lighting strategy because it's pretty hard to see in these situations. Right, let's get this show on the road. The meat is on. That is on way too hot. Burning that. There we go. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm done. So you rejoin me. Here is the final product. Look at that. This chicken, it's just pre-cooked chicken from Morrison's, but when you cook it again, look how tender that goes. It is just so nice. Let's bang it in here. Let's give it a little taste test. This is pretty heavy, so we'll get a bit of the mash, a bit of the chicken. Oh, my toes are freezing. There we go. Let's give it a taste. That's pretty good, to be fair. Can't beat getting a nice bit of warm food down you when it's this cold. So flavoursome as well, it really is. That sweet chilli is pretty strong, but so nice. Anyway, gonna enjoy this. I'll see you all in a bit. My hands are a little chilly. I could stick on my gloves, but I've got these. So if I'm not gonna use them now, when am I gonna use them? So let's give this a go. So I think you just rip them open. Right, here we go. I assume they need a bit of time to get going. All right, so that's what we've got. These two little things, and I guess we just wait for them to warm up. Turn out I've got a pack that don't work. Oh, have I got a bit of warmth? No, I don't know. Right, I guess I'll come back in a few minutes and see what's happening. There maybe is a tiny bit of warmth. I'm not sure, it might just be a placebo. Well, I'll see you all soon and I'll let you know how they're going. Right, little update. It's been a few minutes, maybe just under 5 minutes, and they definitely are starting to kick out a little bit of heat. It's not crazy amount of heat, but it does feel like they're still heating up, so they should be pretty good. Definitely is nice to just have something to give you some heat. So I'm probably going to chuck one in the bottom of my sleeping bag to keep my feet warm, and then just keep one in between my hands. Then hopefully I should be able to enjoy a nice film on my phone, and it'll be like I'm just at home, snuggled in bed, in the warmth. Definitely kicking out a bit of heat now. Enough to keep my hands warmer than they were anyway. I thought I'd come out here because it was a really nice night earlier. I'm looking at the stars. I've come out here completely in the cloud. Can't see a bloody thing. It feels pretty eerie up here when it's just kind of foggy and you can't see that far. Just gonna have a quick hot chocolate before bed and hopefully I can get a good sleep. It's not too wild here, there's not really much wind, so I should have a good sleep. No excuses tonight. I don't mind a coffee, but honestly, hot chocolate, you cannot beat it. The smell of it, the taste of it. The best hot drink in my opinion. That's a little too hot though. Burnt my mouth on it a little bit. Look at that, fully iced over. Gonna have to shake it all off in the morning. There you go, minus 0.7. Pretty chilly. I imagine it'd be a lot colder though if I were in more of the wind. So it's just coming up to 11 o'clock, so I'm probably going to try and get some sleep. Little update on the hand warmers. They seem to be working really well, to be fair. If I take them out of my sleeping bag, they definitely do get a bit cooler. But once I get them in my sleeping bag, they are like little radiators, so definitely really helpful. And they're pretty cheap. I think it works out like £1 a pair or something. So definitely worth it when you're camping in these conditions. Tomorrow I've got a bit of an adventure because I've got to find a way over this wall behind me so I can get to the official summit of Plover Hill. The whole reason I walked all this way from Pen-y-Ghent. And then I'm going to be heading down, visiting Hull Pot on the way down, which should be pretty interesting. But I'm going to try and get some sleep now. Hopefully should get about 8 hours, 8.5 hours, if I can sleep all the way through. But I'll catch you all in the morning. Good night. Right, so it's just before 8 o'clock. Honestly, I didn't have the best sleep. I felt like I was awake all night, but obviously I was sleeping a tiny bit, but it literally just felt like I was awake all night. Up until the last hour, hour and a half, and then I finally got some sleep, and I'm sure that's definitely helped a lot because I do feel kind of refreshed at the moment. I've had a quick look outside, it's not looking too great. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a whiteout. I think the clouds lifted a tiny bit since I last looked, which is good. But yeah, everywhere is fully covered in frost. So yeah, there it is. That is my pitch spot. I'm gonna have to try dust off some of the ice. It looks like quite a lot of it has blown off anyway, because the wind did pick up a little bit. Even still though, I think it's definitely a lot windier over this wall, or at least it sounds it. Yeah. That wall has saved me. I was a tiny bit cold in the night, but if I were the other side of that wall, or I didn't have that wall to protect me, I think I would have been freezing. Anyway, let's get the rest of the stuff packed up and let's try find this summit. Fully layered up, got the hat and the bally on. I feel like they're all cockeyed, but I don't really care, to be honest. Of course, we've left no trace of taking all our stuff home. Now we've got to try find Plover Hill. Don't know if I'm getting much of a view though. It's somewhere over here, so I'm going to go over to where the snow is and jump over. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. We'll see about that. Remember how I said this wouldn't be too difficult? I don't even know if it's going to be possible. It looks very difficult. So like, I've got this knee-deep snow here. I'm hoping I can just hop over there, but like this wall is just covered in ice, so I'm not sure how easy that's going to be and how treacherous it's going to be. I don't want to fall off a wall, and then how am I going to get back is the other question. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I came here to do it. I don't know why they blocked it off, so I'll have a quick look and see if there's anywhere a bit easier. Right, I think it's going to be a little bit easier going over here. There's a few steps. If I'm careful, I can just get over and not damage the wall. Made it onto the top of the wall. I had to sit down it though because it's so slippy. Ah, my arsehole. Easy, easy. Right, let's go find the cairns for the summit, which could be easier said than done. So apparently this here behind me is the summit. Bit of an anticlimax, isn't it? But there is some views just opening up a tiny bit as the cloud blows across. Lovely, lovely. On the map it looks like this is where the cairn is, and I guess it's like the highest point up here, kind of. Over there is Pen-y-Ghent. I'm going to be heading down this way though. Next up we're going to Hull. Bro, what is my hat doing? It's like so pointy, but I don't care, I'll just leave it like that. It looks funny. I wouldn't usually come out in conditions like this. It's cloudy, pretty windy and bitterly cold. But now I'm out here, because I've kind of been forced to be out here because I've camped. I actually do really enjoy it. I feel like it almost makes you feel more alive when it's pretty crap weather. Wow, this looks a bit of a steep drop off here. Let's head down here. This could be a little bit on the slippy side, but we'll have to just take it carefully. At least we're nearly out of the cloud. The great of these valleys where there's just nothing here. It's just a completely empty valley. Amazing. Anyway, let's get down here and try not to fall down. Honestly, it's treacherous conditions coming down here. These rocks are very slippy, but you can't really put on micro spikes because it's just such a thin layer of ice that it just won't do anything. It's just pretty precarious going past this big drop as well, so I'm just going to take it nice and slow. That were a real good path coming along there, just heading along the top of that cliff. It definitely were a bit sketchy though in these conditions. The wind would blow me off balance and then I was slipping on rocks, but we made it down. Looks a bit easier from here, doesn't it? Spoke too soon. Just slipped on my arse literally after I stopped recording. I think the GoPro survived. Hopefully it has. Smashed it into a rock, which wasn't good for it. Ooh, that's a stinger when it's cold. Oh, got complacent. We were just coming down here because I thought them rocks looked slippy, so I must have just stepped on this and it's just slippy still. I thought, oh, it won't be too bad. Slipped, cracked side of it just on that. Ouch. Back to being careful, I guess, because I don't want another one of them. Oof, definitely going to be a bit of a bruise tomorrow. I wonder if that's Whernside just peeking out over there. Possibly. Then you got Ingleborough just in the cloud over there. So it turns out my little fall has caused a bit of an issue. So on my tripod, there's usually like a bit of a spirit level thing there, so I can angle it and make sure it's not slanted, and it's just snapped off. Great. So if any shots from now are a bit angled, you know why. I'm not having much luck today, am I? I'm hoping that recorded before it fell over. There we go, that is our first view of Hull. I'll get closer so you can get a better look at it. Right, I'm going to be extra careful. especially after the look I'm having today, so we'll stay a bit back. As you can see, it's covered in ice. But yeah, there you go. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Some guy commented on one of my videos saying he camps down there, so it's a pretty easy scramble. I don't know if it is. Maybe if you're pretty experienced. Is this ice? Oh no, that ain't even ice, is it? That's just, I don't know what it is, sand. Yeah, I think you somehow scramble down here and down move through that gap or something. I don't think I'd be trying that. Probably end up getting stuck down there or something. Waterfall coming out, that's just literally come from all the way up there underground. Comes out there. Sometimes there's a waterfall that comes down there as well. I thought there would have been today at this time of year, but apparently not. Well, that's it. That's Hull Pot for you. So there we have it. Pen-y-Ghent done. Time to get the other two done. Yorkshire Three Peaks, here we go. No, definitely not today. Maybe another time I will do it if people want to see me do it, but not today. There you go, you got Pen-y-Ghent in the background. I know I didn't end up camping in there and end, but I still found a pretty decent spot. Wasn't too bad a night. Well, I enjoyed the camp, but the sleep, that's like 2 camps in a row now where I just cannot get to sleep. I don't know what it is. I'm a really light sleeper. If you have any tips, let me know. I've already tried earplugs and that didn't really seem to work. I'm not sure if I was maybe a little bit cold last night, which wasn't helping. Or maybe it's just that, I don't know, my adrenaline just gets pumping late at night when I'm camping. Maybe it is just a bit of underlying fear still while camping. Either way, I'm just not a good sleeper, even at home, like the littlest noise, and it just annoys me. So yeah, I need to try and get that sorted because I really would enjoy the camps like even more. At the moment, they're like 7, 8 out of 10, but to get to that 9 and 10, I need to get good sleep. I used to be able to get an alright sleep, or maybe it just used to be that I drunk so much alcohol I'd just feel like comatose. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and drop a sub. If you want to watch another one of my videos, click the screen now.